Hey guys, it's Lexi. So, I am messing around with settings again because when aren't I messing around with settings? I feel like all the time it's just me messing around with settings and it looking different or bad or whatever. I have a video production class right now and we're doing like this thing where we practice with cameras, and since I did the exact same project in the video news production class, he's just having me do the thing with the DSLR, and it's super cool because they have the same cameras as I do. Like, they have a Canon Rebel T3i at the school, so I'm going to be learning how to use that more. So maybe my videos will start to look really good because I'll actually know how to use my camera. Like, just today I figured out how to put the ISO on manual. I don't think I said it right, but it's on manual now. And just last week my friend taught me how to critical focus because it wasn't working. I like filming videos and it's interesting, but I am so bad at knowing how technology works. But yeah, actually, let's get into teachers. Let's talk about teachers a little bit because that's what this week's theme is. I forgot that this wasn't a Vlogmas video for a second because I'm doing Vlogmas on my main channel. A little self-plug right there, you should. I have had a lot of really great teachers over the years. I mean, sure, I've had a lot of bad ones. Everyone's had a lot of bad ones. Apparently, there's been like this scandal at my school with a teacher, but I don't know any of the details, and I don't really want to start spreading rumors about my school and all that stuff, but apparently something happened with a teacher and it was bad, and he hasn't been here for I don't know how long. I haven't had him since freshman year, so I don't know what's up with that. I don't really, I mean, I do kind of care to know just because I am very curious about everyone else's drama, but yeah. I think one thing that's certainly interesting is the fact that, like, you can develop really great relationships with teachers. Like, I have a bunch of teachers who I really trust as people, and like, I've even gone to them when I've been upset about stuff, and like, I ask for them about advice about a lot of things. I know I've talked to quite a few teachers to get ideas of what I should do with college and everything, and what classes to take. It's really nice when teachers are able to be there for you to ask advice. I think the teachers who have made like the biggest influence in my life have been, I'm not going to list names just because it's weird, it's awkward. People don't like their names being said in videos, but I have this one teacher who taught my English class in 8th grade. I've had her most of the other years through high school. I don't have her this year, but she's really been a really big influence in my life, and I still stop in and see her and ask her for advice about a lot of things. She's really great. She's been a really positive person in my life, I think. Also, I want to say that my German teacher has been like absolutely amazing. She's been like one of the coolest teachers I've had. It's been really rough not having her for like almost 9 months now because I haven't been put in a German class, but I get her in 12 weeks. I'll be in her class, so that's super exciting. Another person has been like my video teacher. I met him 9 months ago. It was the first time I was put in one of his classes, and it's really interesting because I have had him every trimester since then. That sounds like a lot. No, it's been, this is the 3rd trimester that I've had him ever, but you know. Video has just become a lot more prominent in my life since I've taken that class, and it's made me realize a little bit more that I can actually like go into something related to the video field, and I think that's super awesome, and he's really taught me a lot about really basic stuff that I probably should have learned, but I didn't till I took his class, so that's been really great, and I'm really thankful for that. Like, even just learning how to like change the ISO on my freaking camera, I could have figured that out myself, but it took my teacher showing me how to do it to actually understand. A couple of other teachers who have been super important to me, I've never actually had them for a class, and that's the person who runs the drama club and then the theater manager at my school, just because I've been so involved with theater throughout, basically starting in 8th grade to now. Theater has been like the majority of my life, so I have spent so much time around those two. Honestly, it's at this point where I know that they're teachers, but they don't really feel like they're teachers to me. Like, they almost feel like an older like relative that I can trust and stuff. It's really great to like have teachers that you can reach out to on different subjects, because sometimes you don't want to ask your parents stuff, and sometimes your parents don't know and you know they're not going to know. Mostly with theater stuff, mostly if I have questions about like anything related to theater, my parents are gonna have zero clue. They don't know anything about theater. Sorry parents, but I'm pretty sure it's true. Like, my parents have seen like a couple like plays and musicals, but they don't know any of like the terminology, and they just haven't done theater, so I mean, no harm there. But you know, I think it's also super interesting the way that like teachers generally do care about their students. In my opinion, most of like the teachers that I've been really close to really care about us. I'm getting emotional. I get emotional really easily. Do you like the fact that every single time I talk about anyone that I interact with normally, I like get all teary because I am an emotional person who can't ever talk about like anyone. Like, I feel like this past like since the new people have joined, I have been emotional in like 4 of my videos. Like, I think it's because the themes keep revolving around having relationships or history or stuff. So I get really emotional when I think about things that have happened or relationships that I have. Really mostly just positive stuff. I get really emotional thinking about positive stuff. And it's kind of weird, but you know. But yeah, I feel like my teachers generally do really care about us. I think it's interesting though that like teachers like genuinely pay attention a little bit to their students, because I know like when I've been having like really off days, like sometimes my teachers will come up to me and be like, "Hey Lexi, how are you doing?" Like, and it's weird, but it's kind of nice to know that like people care at the school. Mostly just because I feel like the way that the education system is set up right now, it doesn't generally feel like the school system cares about students or their well-being and stuff, so it's nice to have teachers care about the well-being. Like, I remember I was pretty sick like this a couple weeks ago, and I kept coming to school, and my video teacher, he was just like, "Lexi, listen, like, your health is more important than everything." And it was really weird to hear that, because it's like, your parents say that, they're like, "Oh yeah, your health is most important," but like the message that's generally forced upon you is the most important thing is to get your work done. So like that's how I tend to work, because it's like the most important thing is to get your work done. But it's nice to know that teachers genuinely value your well-being and see you as human beings, which is a really basic thing, but I feel like it's important. And yeah. So do you guys have any really strong relationships with your teachers or anything? And if you guys don't have any teachers that are like really important to you, do you have any like other like really strong like role models, like maybe a boss or something at your work? I don't know. The only adults I ever interact that aren't my family are my teachers. So do you guys ever get emotional when you remember that people actually view you as a real life human being who has needs and wants and stuff? Mostly teachers, because yeah, you should comment that stuff below. Maybe I should just make a series on my main channel where I just get emotional about stuff. Like you can like literally, I can get emotional about almost any topic. I was getting really emotional the other day about sharks. Like, I remember I was on Skype with my friend and he mentioned sharks and I just started crying because it's sad. I love sharks, but they are being killed at a very not safe rate. Like I said, I just get emotional about everything. Maybe I should make a series. Maybe it would get out all of my emotionalness. I'm a very emotional person, like all of the time. Like, ask any of my friends. It's rough. Anyways, the fortune of the day is your income will increase. If you enjoyed this video at all, it'd be great if you gave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to Second Banana Society. If you're interested in seeing more of my face, you should head over to my main channel, youtube.com/Morgaale, I think, Morgaale, something like that. It's in the description, because I am doing Vlogmas, which means a video every day leading up till Christmas, and I have so far done that. So you should do that. There's at least 7 videos about that. Yeah, okay guys, I hope you guys all have an amazing week, and I will see you next week when we talk about a different theme, and I probably won't get emotional. Wait, let me check the theme real quick. Go ahead and check back next week where I might get emotional, because I just checked the week theme and I'm very capable of being upset about that subject. In my defense, I just woke up from a nap, so I'm in like that, you know, that state, and I have a bit of a headache, and it's Monday. Ugh. But yeah, so I will see you guys next week. Bye.